Good morning, children. My name is Farzana Begum. I am working as social teacher at Kallur KGBV Minority School, Kurnool district. I think you are familiar with me. I taught you previously about universe and solar system. Okay. Now today's topic is forest. Do you know, children? Most of the products which we use at home, kitchen, wherever it is, from where do they are provided? Okay, they are from forest. So forest is an area which is covered with shrubs, herbs, plants, and trees naturally. Forests are the natural habitat for animals and livelihood for human beings. We get raw materials like bamboo, timber, honey, soap nuts, beedi leaves, lac, tamarind, etc. First of all, before explaining you about this lesson, forest, I want to make sure to you one thing. What is meant by climatic region? Why I am explaining you this means climatic region is a first component of the forest. There are six components for forest. They are number one, climatic region, concept of forest, types of forest, uses of forest, issues and reasons for deforestation, social forestry and conservation of forests. These are the six components which we are going to learn in this lesson. But prior to going to learn all these components, first you must know what is meant by climatic region. Climate is determined by the long term pattern of temperature and precipitation, averages and extremes at a location. Climate can be described for different time intervals such as for decades, years, seasons, months, and specific date of a year. Okay. climatic regions. The world has several climatic regions. According to geographers, it is based on climatic zones are based on temperature and precipitation. There are seven climatic regions in the world. They are equatorial or tropical climatic region. Number 2, the savanna region. Number 3, the desert region. Number 4, the Mediterranean climate. Number 5, steppe climate. Number 6, taiga. Number 7, tundra climate. Now we will go through each and every climatic region. First of all, I will tell you about equatorial climatic region. It is the region which found between 5 degrees and 10 degrees north and south latitudes of the equator. This region gets heavy precipitation on an average of 150 centimeters per year. This region has the most favorable condition for the growth of trees. This zone with dense forest is called selvas. It is one of the least populated areas in the world. The tribes inhabited in this region are called Red Indians in the Amazon basin, Pygmies in the Congo basin. These tribal people still lead a primitive lifestyle such as hunting and Podu agriculture, etc. Do you understand, children? This is one of the dangerous animals living area. Wild animals are more and more. Abundant of rainfall, abundant of thick green leaves are more in these equatorial region, where the tribal people depend on hunting and Podu agriculture. Okay. Next, second point is the savanna. Savanna zone extends from 10 degrees to 20 degrees north and south latitudes of the equator. Here, natural vegetation turns into dense forest towards the equator and wide grasslands. Here, grass grows up to 6 meters height. The people of this zone get their livelihoods through cattle grazing. That means they used to do cattle rearing. That means they will be doing cattle rearing. Desert region. Third point comes is desert region. These are located between 20 degrees to 30 degrees north and south latitudes on the western margins of the continents. Sahara Desert is the biggest desert in this desert region. Natural vegetation in this region has thick barks and small leaves or no leaves at all. Natural vegetation in this region has thick barks and small leaves or no leaves at all. The people tend to sheep, goats, camels, and horses, which provide us milk, cheese, meat, and wool. Next, coming to the fourth point, Mediterranean climate. These regions are located on the west margins of all the continents except Antarctica. It has a pleasant climate with characteristics of dry summer and moderate to high rainfall in winter. Natural vegetation in this region is broadleaf evergreens comprising mainly of olive, oak, etc. Commercial agriculture and dairying are practiced in large farms using modern methods and machines. Now coming to the fifth point, steppes or steppe climate. These grasslands grown in extensive continental areas. These semi-arid regions have extremes of heat and cold. The low amount of rainfall restricts the natural vegetation to grass and scrub. Extensive agriculture is practiced in this natural region. Next, sixth point, taiga. These natural zones extend only between latitudes of 55 degrees and 70 degrees in the northern hemisphere. This region characterized with some highest climate differences in the world. Next, coming to tundra climate. The tundra region stretch between Arctic and polar regions. Winters are long and bitterly cold. Adverse climatic conditions do not support for the growth of trees. People in this zone depend on fauna for their food. I hope it is clear for you that the temperature, the rainfall, the soil are the main factors to determine the type of vegetation in an area on which the forests grow. So now we will know about the concept of the forest. Second component. Okay. Large area covered with trees or shrubs in natural habitation in a particular place is called forest. Forests influence the amount of rainfall, soil development, regulation of streams, ecological balance, and reduce pollution in industrial areas. Forests are the places of survival for the tribal people who are residing in the forest area. Forests are the natural habitat for animals and livelihood for human beings. Okay, we get raw materials like timber, bamboo, beedi leaves, products like honey, lac, herbs, soap nuts, dye colors, etc. We use forests in many ways for grazing of animals like sheep, goats, etc. Some people practice Podu cultivation. Podu means nothing but shifting cultivation, we can also call it as, in the forest. Some people practice Podu cultivation in the forest. Tribal people are living in forest in small habitations. Some areas of forest are renowned as spiritual interest in hilly area. Even they celebrate festivals also. Now, types of forests. Forests are divided into 5 types based on climate, rainfall, and types of soils. Okay, they are: number 1, evergreen forests; number 2, deciduous forests; number 3, thorny forest; number 4, mangrove forest; number 5, montane forest. Now, first we will go through evergreen forest. These type of forests are grown in the areas with high rainfall, more than 200 centimeter, and the temperature will be 22 degree Celsius. Trees in these area are very tall and they contain broad leaves. Due to these reasons, trees grow higher, extend their branches like umbrella. The trees in these forests remain green throughout the year. Hence, they are called evergreen forests. These dense forests contain a large variety of trees, plants, and creepers. These forests are located in the Himalayan region, northeastern states, and western Ghats like Kerala. We can see flora like mahogany, ebony, rosewood, ivory wood, etc. We can also find different types of animals, fauna. like lion, tailed mock, different types of snakes, and a variety of insects. Administrative convenience, the government of India divided forests into three types. That is, evergreen forests are again divided into three types. They are reserved forest, protected forest, unclassified forest. Reserved forest means the forest where the activities like hunting, grazing, etc. are prohibited and the rights of these land are reserved with the government. Protected forest. They are intended to protect certain species of flora and fauna. Excessive damage is not allowed here. Unclassified forests. No restrictions on collection of forest products for livelihood and grazing of cattle in these forests. Okay. Next is deciduous forest. These type of forests grow in areas with rainfall between 70 centimeters and 200 centimeters. The trees shed their leaves during very dry months to minimize transpiration. These forests are located in peninsular plateau. We can see natural vegetation like teak, sal, bamboo, rosewood, sandalwood, and neem. We can also find fauna like different types of deer, hares, elephants, tigers, leopards, peacocks, several species of birds. Okay. Next, thorny and shrub forest. They grow in areas with little rainfall and high temperature. Due to the arid climate, most of the trees in these forests are sharp, thorny, and bushy. This is to prevent the transpiration. Leaves of the plants are small and some modified as thorny, like in cactus plant. These forests are located in the Deccan Plateau and the desert regions of India. We can see flora like acacia, Brahmajamudu, Nagajamudu, Tumma. We can call it as babul also, and plum. Next one is fourth one, mangrove forest, or even we can call it as littoral forest. These forests are also known as swamp forests. These forests grow mostly on the sea coast where the soil gets affected by tidal waves. The vegetation here got adapted to saline water and tidal waves. The type of vegetation here has aerial roots for respiration. We can find natural vegetation like mangrove, white mangrove, sundari, ponna and boddu ponna. We can see a variety of fauna and fishes. These forests are located in coastal areas, brackish water areas, and Sundarbans in West Bengal. Next one is montane forest. These type of forests grow in mountain or hilly areas. These forests grow in cold climatic regions. Their leaves are long and pointed and cone shaped to drain off snow or rain water from their leaves. Different kinds of coniferous forests are seen in the Himalayan region. Spruce, fir, willow, deodar, silver fir grow in these forests. We see animals like musk deer, snow leopard in these forests. Flora means Flora means the plants of a particular region or area. Fauna Fauna means the animals of a particular region or area. Observe the given figure and complete the diagram as it is in your notebook. Fill it with the components matching from the given figure. Okay. Now take a note on glossary. Okay. I will tell you one by one. Flora, the plants of a particular region. Fauna, the animals of a particular region. The trees that grow close together. Climate, the weather conditions prevailing in an area over a long period. Transpiration, the exhalation of water vapor through stomata. Sundarbans, the dominant mangrove species in West Bengal. Coniferous trees, shrubs having needle shaped leaves. Urbanization, population shift from rural to urban areas. Aboriginal, inhabiting in a land from the earliest times. Soil erosion, gradual removal of top layers of the earth. Okay, children. Okay, children. I hope you are following well. We discussed about forest and its components. There are 6 components. They are climatic regions, concept of forest, types of forest, uses of forest, issues and reasons for deforestation, social forestry and conservation of forests. These are the 6 components of forest. Prior to these, we have discussed about forest. What is meant by a forest? Forest is an area which is covered with shrubs and trees naturally. There are natural habitat for animals and livelihood for human beings. Not only that, even we get many of raw materials like timber, bamboo, honey, soap nuts, beedi leaves, lac, tamarind, dye colors, etc. Coming to climatic regions, the first component of forest, there are six climatic regions: equatorial region, the savanna, desert region, Mediterranean climate, steppe climate, and taiga and tundra also. All of you take down the diagram which I have given and fill the boxes so that you can learn the components and about the forest. Okay, ma? And now we have discussed about first component, climatic regions. Second concept is concept of forest. Concept of forest means people use forest in many ways: grazing of animals like sheep, goat, buffaloes, etc. Some people practice Podu cultivation in the forest. The tribal people are living in forests in small habitations. Some areas of forest are renowned as spiritual interest in hilly areas. Forests are the places of survival for the tribals. Okay, not only a spiritual interest, even tribal people worship the forest. It is a sacred place for them. Okay, the third component is types of forest. There are five types of forest. They are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny forest, mangrove forest, and mountain forest. Okay, I think you have been little bit awareness about forest and the three components: climatic regions, concept of forest, types of forest. Okay, if you follow means it will be easier to understand these concepts, ma'am. Okay, next coming to fourth component, uses of forest. Under uses of forest, first of all, forests in India. That means how much place of forest occupies totally in India. Okay. According to the National Forest Policy 1952, forests should cover 33% of surface of total area, 20% in plain areas, and 60% in the mountain and hilly terrains. In terms of area, Madhya Pradesh has the largest forest cover in the country, followed by Arunachal Pradesh, while Haryana is the lowest forest covering area. India has the vast area of 3.28 square kilometers and 30 degrees of latitudinal extent. India is spread over an area of 3,214 kilometers from north to south. We find various kinds of forests and a variety of vegetation. Okay, ma? You please, all of you, observe the map which is on the screen. Okay. You can observe the shades of the colors. You can observe that the dark green color is mentioned for tropical evergreen forest, and second one, the light green color is mentioned for tropical deciduous forest, and the third one, leafy green, for mountain forest, and fourth one, light pale green for mangrove forest, and lemon yellow green is for tropical thorn forest. Okay, once again I will repeat you, ma. Dark green color is for tropical evergreen forest, light green for tropical deciduous forest, leafy green for mountain forest, pale green for mangrove forest, and lemon yellow green for tropical thorn forest. Now by observing these map, you can identify how much states has more forests covered. Even you can identify which state has less forest and which has more forest. Okay. Now coming to forest in Andhra Pradesh. Yet now I discussed about forests in India, which state has more and more forests, which has least covering area of forest in India. Now forest in Andhra Pradesh. As per Indian State Forest Report 2019, Andhra Pradesh has a forest cover area of 37,392 square kilometers, which amounts to 22.94% of the total geographical area. YSR Kadapa district has the highest notified area under forest cover, and Krishna has the lowest. In terms of density, Vishakhapatnam district is in the first position and Krishna is in the last position. The forest in Andhra Pradesh extends from Simhachalam Hills in the north to Seshachalam Hills in the south. Nallamalla forest is the largest one in area. Forests in Andhra Pradesh are mainly divided into four types based on rainfall, climate, and types of soils available in those areas. So, coming to these types, number one, moist deciduous forest. Number two, dry deciduous forest. Number three, shrub forest or thorn forest also we can call. Why? Because in Andhra Pradesh they are like that. Number four, tidal forest. Now coming to the explanation of moist deciduous forests. These forests grow in areas with a rainfall of 125 centimeters to 200 centimeters. These forests spread over the agency areas of Srikakulam, Vishakhapatnam, and East Godavari. The trees that grow in these forests are Vegi, Egisa, Bamboo, Maddi, Bandaru, Jitegi, and Sal. Next, second one, dry deciduous forests. These forests grow in areas with rainfall ranging from 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. They spread over the districts of Vaisar Kadapa, Karnool, Anantapur, and Chittoor. The trees that grow are Maddi, Teak, Billu, Velaga, Egisa, Neem, Buruga, Muduga, and Red Sandal. Next, number third, shrub forests. They grow in areas with a rainfall below 75 centimeters. These forests grow in Vaisar Kadapa district, Karnool, Anantapur, and Chittoor districts of Rayalaseema region. The plants that grow in these forests are Tumma. We can call it as bubble tree also. Bulusu and Regu. Next, number fourth, tidal forest. Andhra Pradesh has a coastline of 974 kilometers. These forests exist along this coastal line. Example, Korangi region of East Godavari. And the trees grown here are Uppuponna, Bodduponna, Urada, Madda, Tella Madda, Patritiga, and Balabandi Tiga. Mongoose, eagle, squirrel, wild deer, striped squirrels, bear, etc. are the habitants in the forests of Andhra Pradesh. 13 wildlife sanctuaries are there. 3 national parks are established in Andhra Pradesh to protect flora and fauna. And the tribes in Andhra Pradesh. A tribe is a social division in a traditional society consisting of families linked by social, economic, religious, cultural, or dialect similarities. Okay. Some groups of people have been recognized as primitive tribal groups. They are Bondo, Chenchus, Kondareddis, etc. Chenchus are an aboriginal tribe whose traditional way of life is based on hunting and gathering. They speak Chenchu language. We can see them in Nallamalla forest. Other tribes are Gond, Erukala, and Yanadis.